What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment, and here's my review of Apple TV Plus' new documentary feature, Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry. Hey, before you watch my review, please subscribe to my channel, press that like button, and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you would like to help support this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Let's rock this. Prior to 2016-2015, most of us probably were like, Billie who? It is impressive that in a span of just 5 years, a teenager can become a worldwide phenomenon. That said, there will be some who wonder, is it fair to document Billie Eilish when there are plenty of other artists out there who've been in the business way longer than Billie has, but never got their stories told? Perhaps this documentary is an opportunist simply cashing in on Billie's popularity. But if you ask me, did I enjoy this docu? Well, it does a decent job of examining the price of fame and the toll it takes on a person at such a young age. But I don't think it's gonna convert anybody past beyond Billie's adoring fans. Directed by RJ Cutler, Billie Eilish, The World's a Little Blurry tells the true coming-of-age story of the singer-songwriter and her rise to global superstardom. The documentary offers a deeply intimate look at this extraordinary teenager's journey at just 17 years old, navigating life on the road, on stage, and at home with her family while writing, recording, and releasing her debut album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? I'm gonna talk a bit more about the docu, and then I'm gonna share with you my assessment or what I think of Billie having seen this docu. So the director is RJ Cutler. He's chronicled several interesting public figures in the past, including the late great John Belushi. That one, Belushi, I enjoyed that format because it combined audio recordings and rare archival footage, and it's basically a series of slideshow images. What I'm getting at is that style had structures. RJ actually put effort in compiling and constructing and molding that docu. Whereas this one, it's like he just turned the power button on and let the cameras roll. Some of the footage is probably even from Billie's own home video that were added in. So it's more of capturing as it goes, and you don't quite know where it might take you. So for Billie Eilish's fans who want to see all aspect of Billie Eilish constantly, day in and day out, they're gonna love this. But for non-fans of Billie Eilish, you're walking into a 140 minutes runtime where there is likeliness that you will zone out after the first 45 minutes. I mean, for a somewhat new artist who's been famous only for about 5 years or so, this docu is way too bloated. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you what I think of Billie Eilish solely based on what I observed from this docu and nothing else. Warning to those of you Billie Eilish fans who might get triggered. My impression of Billie is she strikes me as entitled. Now, I meant what I said earlier about how fame can generate stress and pressure on people like Billie. And sometimes I think the public unfairly pick on her. I mean, I don't care if she doesn't know who Doogie Howser is. Of course she doesn't know who Doogie Howser is. She wasn't born back then, so the public often make too big a deal about it. But as I understand it, fame amplifies who you are. Fame amplifies the values that you held prior to notoriety. So when I see her talking about her family members' cars comparing theirs to hers, when I see her being pissed off at her manager, and when I see the way she answers media questions during interviews, ranting on philosophical stuff that doesn't really carry substance. Entitled is the mildest adjective that I can think of to describe it, which is why, as I implied earlier, this docu is not gonna win over non-fans like me. But Billie's fans will probably do mental gymnastics to try to rationalize it. Now, that is not to take away, or that is not intended to minimize her talent. In fact, my favorite scenes are when Billie and her brother are in their room brainstorming, writing songs. Those creative processes are when Billie shines the brightest. But everything else is a mixture of feeling sympathy for the young artist or feeling completely indifferent about her.